So I'm going to talk about Pokemon Heart Gold. It's a Pokemon game, my first Pokemon game.
Aw.
Yeah,
Yay! Give
yeah.
it up for
Thank you,
No
Bryce.
wonder
thank
you're a
you.
pokey virgin. You
Yeah,
broke
No
your pokey
longer.
cherry.
yeah, ew, yeah. That's yeah, what Alex said, but not disgusting. Um,
I said cherry. I could have said hymen. I did
well,
hymen.
okay, we'll stick with cherry. That's better than what the second option.
Which one's the
So
second one? Is it hymen?
the H word, yeah, that one.
The H one? What is
Yeah,
that?
that one.
Hymen?
Paul Hyman, yeah. Um, uh, so, um, I don't know if you want how, I mean, everybody's here played a Pokemon game, so you know, but to me it was new, kind of new. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of stuff. I'll keep it short. Um, I liked how it started. You kind of like just wake up and you just meet this guy, Professor. I don't know if it's Oak or it's some other guy. He's named after a tree, and then he gives
Hymen.
you this like egg, and you have to take care of it. You take it to the town over, and you meet this jerk who's always harassing you during the game, and he's like your rival. So basically, but before that, you got to pick a starter, and I didn't realize how much people are passionate about picking a starter in these games.
Oh.
So I've never been so put off of a series than I was after hearing people like second guess my choice of picking Pokemon. So I picked the grass starter, and apparently grass is not a very well liked starter.
Yeah.
I think for that game you want to pick either people recommend the fire starter, who is I can't remember who the fire starter for that game. Who is it?
Cyndaquil. And the professor is
Cyndaquil.
Birch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then the other one was water, which was
Totodile.
Totodile.
Totodile. Yeah, it's Totodile. Yeah, thank you. So I picked the Chikorita, and I think the game, from what I understand, was a lot harder picking that starter because a lot of the weaknesses they could hurt you a lot with your grass. Because I found this game pretty hard, uh, which I always was surprised because I always heard Pokemon was easy, and I found this very challenging. Uh, and I think there's like I don't know what the game came with, but I don't know if it came with like a chart that tells you all the weaknesses because I had a hard time remembering what was weak to what. I could remember some things, but it took I didn't start getting the weaknesses until the very end when I had to grind in the very last gym area to do the Elite Four or whatever. So I had a hard time around the middle part of the game because when they started throwing different types of Pokemon at me, I forgot what was weak to what, and I still don't really 100% know. Um, so I think this game is very deep. It surprised me how deep it was because you have to really know those weaknesses. And I think that was, if you were a kid playing this game, I think that's like 9, 10 years old. I think that's a very good thing because it's not just like a mindless game. There's a lot of thinking you got to do to it, to what goes weakness goes against what. Um, there was a lot of people that you'd help throughout the way, and they give you their cell phone number. I think if I ever played this again, I just not take the cell phone numbers because they always would call you up and say, "Hey, you know, you're pretty cool. Well, why don't you stop by and we'll battle?" And I guess I understood you could go fight them. I didn't find out until later you can fight them for experience. So it was a way to grind a little bit if you needed to. But it just got to be kind of annoying. There was this one guy I met. He kept talking to me about his Radichu or something. I forget his name. He was like one of the first guys, but he always talked about his rat Pokemon. He was really proud of it. Uh, um, I like the bike. I didn't know that you got a bike in this game you could pedal around in. That was cool. And I played this. I think it was pretty cool, but I always forgot to use it. I like the look and sound of this game. The pixel art's amazing. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Turn-based battle was great. It's just I had a hard time, like I said, picking up the weaknesses of the Pokemon. Um, there's a nice twist at the end where I guess, from what I understand, the Gen 1 Pokemon Red, Blue, the bad guys from their Team Rocket came back, and you go into their underground lair, which is kind of cool. And you find out after that they're trying to come back. If I got that right, I don't know if I did. Sorry. And then the end game was kind of I had to grind pretty much a lot up to a higher level to actually have a chance at the boss rush at the end. But overall, it was a fun game. I'm glad I played it. My next Pokemon, I would like one more thing. I didn't like the TMs. I thought that was garbage. How you had to give up an ability to get an ability.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It makes me second guess my choices all the time, and you almost have to keep like a Pokemon in the bank just to have your stuff that you want to use. So I didn't like that. I don't know in later ones. I want to play. If I do play another one, it's going to be one that doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So that was really didn't care for that. So that was my first Pokemon experience. Deeper game than I thought, and great music, great. Like there was a ton of Pokemon I didn't get either, but capture. So I basically just stuck with my main one, Chikorita, and then I had I think I got around 8 or so other ones, maybe 8 or 10, that I really used.
Mm-hmm. Well done, Brian.
Hmm?
Oh, I wanted to ask, because you said that you're getting kind of lambasted for your starter Pokemon. Do you regret playing it on stream, or do you think that was better for you?
No, I regret playing it on stream. I should have played it off of stream.
I got similar vibes playing Arceus on stream one day when Maltamaster and Terry basically were just spending the entire stream shitting on the game. And I was like, way to just taint my experience, guys.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, the problem is there's a lot of people out there that's very passionate about Pokemon, and they want to put their 2 cents in, whether it's helpful or not.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's just that I guess when you stream, you're subjecting yourself to like people doing that, and like that kind of sucks.
And I understood that, so it's my fault completely. But having known that, I wish I could have went back to. If had I known it would have been that deep of a game, I would have liked to. I didn't feel like I could have sunk my teeth into it as much as I would have liked to.
Well, Brian, I have to commend you. I hear you all the time on your show, constantly telling people, "Don't tell me what to play, like don't tell me how to play or whatever." And that takes balls, and I like that. So I commend you for that. You picked a shitty starter. That's you look like an idiot for that, but. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that it's good. It's good on you for not taking that shit. Those people that obsess that much about Pokemon probably have some form of arrested development, and probably have failed to grow up properly. Picking the right starter, I get it as a joke, but you are literally hounded about that kind of stuff for hours on end. Like it's that stuff's nonsense, and I commend you even though you say you shouldn't have done it on stream. I commend you for doing it anyway. That's hard. I played many RPGs on stream, and I start them, and then people start talking, and I say nope, and then I leave, and then I just can't. So you have a special talent.
So, thank you. I mean, it was kind of fun too, but after a while, because I really wanted to enjoy it. Maybe on a second playthrough I could have did that, but on a first playthrough. But it's my fault for doing it, so I'm not blaming anything. I'm just saying, had I known what I know now, I would have actually maybe did that my second Pokemon playthrough on there, and that way I know what's going on.
I think what's important though is it was a good stream. So while there were conflicts and everything, I think you did an awesome job, and it was really watchable and fun. So that's a credit to you.
Thank you.
Gex was better, but yes, I agree.
That's obvious, yeah.
Gex was terrific. Holy shit.
Thanks. Thank you.
That was a night to remember. It was legendary.
Best night of my life.
I'm still a Metal Gear Solid guy. That stream of Metal Gear Solid literally changed my life. I think.
Oh, dude, that was amazing. That was it got me through an entire night of work from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. just watching Brian suffer through Metal Gear Solid, because it was 5 a.m. and I come back because I would leave to go work for a little bit, and I would be okay, I have a little break, I'll check back in, and it's 5 a.m. and he's still playing fucking Metal Gear Solid, and I'm like, this is a madman.
I wish you would label the streams a little more closely, because sometimes I try and go back and watch them. It's just game stream 417.
Oh yeah, and that's if I'm
Because I was looking for your Mega Man one because I was playing Mega Man 1 after you played it. Like, oh yeah, I'll just play it. And I was just like hunting like through the hour marks of your stream, hovering over the times, and it's just impossible to find.
Yeah, sorry about
But
that.
that's okay.
I mustn't have tagged it proper because it was in one of those streams where I played a few games.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something like a what would you call that? Like a personal thing I would like to see. But yeah, Echo the Dolphin was it for me. That shit was fun.
That was
Damn.
awesome, man.
I think I was going insane at the end of that one.
May not be the last to hear of Echo. But yeah, good on you. You beat a Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's good. Glad I did it.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.